So today I actually met on a certain platform an actual person who can't fucking think. Basically what I said, okay? And this was on on one of those plant-based type of posts. There's this idiot, and he says there's people in their 90s, and I'm not doubting this, and 80s, or people, people in their 90s, it says have eaten meat. Of course, that's not exactly what it says. It says that has ate meat, but that has eaten meat is probably the proper way to say it. All their lives. I have known a few myself. Basically saying that, you can eat meat and still live to be 90 years old or 100 years old. Well, no shit. However, here's what I said. There are vegans that can still mow the grass past 100 years old. Meat consumers in their 80s can't even walk. You know what this goddamn light bulb comes back with? This is what this motherfucker comes back with. This is how stupid some people are. It says, "What's your point? Some old folks get an additional decade to roam the earth. Well, I'm looking forward to none of that. Who wants to be mowing the grass in their hundreds? I choose death, please." The stupidity, the absolute stupidity in that. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Who wants to be mowing the grass? Yeah, in their hundreds. Yeah, when they're practically fucking dead. For some people, it doesn't seem to register. When I say that people are doing things past 100 and are on a plant-based diet, what I mean by that, dipshit, is that these people are so healthy that it's not out of the way for them to mow the grass when they're 100 years old or when they're 120 years old. They're still going great, right? Everything's fine. I mean, that just goes to show how damn dense and fucking stupid these people are. That when you tell them that a vegan or plant-based diet can make you live more years, well, life is bad any damn way. Who wants to live more years? Yeah, well, you see, if you're able to live that long, dumbass, then it's probably because your life ain't that damn bad, and it's probably because you've been making healthy choices. And I don't know, maybe if you're able to live that damn long, maybe it actually... maybe things like that become easier for you. Have you ever thought of that? Do you fucking rednecks on these goddamn vegan posts ever think once? Do you ever fucking think? Is your brain so crammed up by these dumbasses that get on TikTok and say this dumb shit about, racism and white supremacy and all this bullshit? Are you that fucking dumb that you can't connect the dots? You can't see your own fucking stupidity? Because the fact of the matter is, if you're mowing the grass and you're 100 damn years old, you're not doing it with an aching back. No man that's 100 years old is going to be aching and have fucking arthritis and can't hardly move and can't hardly walk and be out there mowing the grass. The fact that vegans are mowing the grass at 100 years old means they're doing pretty damn well. And it means that things like that don't bother them much. And you're probably going to live a better life if you're healthy enough that you live to be 100 years old and still do this shit. I hope I've made a little bit of a point to less than 90, less than 100, less than 1% of the population, I mean. I keep thinking, 99, but yeah, 99% of people is not going to see this video. But even if 1 million people see this, 99% are not going to see it. But that is absolutely, the way people think is absolutely fucking insanely ignorant. I told the guy, and this obviously went way over the motherfucker's ignorant head. I said, if you are healthy enough to mow the grass, then you aren't suffering. How indescribably fucking cosmically inbred stupid are you people? I swear to God, 99.9% of humans shouldn't even be allowed to know the earth isn't flat. Yes, I said that. They are too fucking dumb to know about outer space. They have no business knowing about outer space. Obviously, he doesn't know why I'm talking about outer space, because he's fucking retarded. And I came back and I said, you can't mow the grass unless you are healthy enough to not have an aching back. So somebody's not going to be carrying you as you mow the fucking grass. Okay? Do you get the common sense I'm putting down, dumbass? If not, then I don't want you to know about other planets. If Earth ever becomes uninhabitable, and this is just this is just basically a low IQ. I'm making an analogy for him because he has a low IQ. I don't think the Earth's going to become uninhabitable, because I believe in higher forces that are not going to let that happen. But this is what I basically say. I say that if the Earth ever becomes uninhabitable, because I don't want you to know about other planets. I want you to think that the Earth is flat because you are too fucking dumb to leave this one. If a motherfucker effortlessly mows his grass at 100 goddamn years old, then he's obviously healthy enough to still enjoy his life. And I kind of muffled my voice a little bit, and I said, motherfucking goddamn idiot. So, I know 99% of my subscribers probably don't need to hear this message, but for a couple inbreeds who do, yes, it is better to live to be 100 years old and be able to effortlessly do things, because you won't be suffering, you dumbass. That's all in your head, this idea that life is suffering any damn way, so who wants to live to be 100? The reason most people live to only be 80 years old is because they make their life suffering. Okay, people who don't make their life suffering don't suffer when they're 100 years old. Surprise, surprise, motherfucker.